Part 14 of being laid off is a senior software engineer in a FANG adjacent company, and I've developed some additional structure around the way that I'm doing networking. The change that I'm making is to introduce a 3-day allocation before applying to a job to try to seek a pre-application referral. So many job systems will prohibit a post-application referral where the job search candidate applies and then someone tries to refer them after they've already applied. This is prohibited in many HR systems. Not all of them, but because this is occurring in some of the cases, it effectively inflates the value of the pre-application referral relative to the post-application referral. Because of this added value, I'm increasing my investment in terms of my time and effort by introducing a 3-day waiting period before applying to a job post. So I see a job post and I think that looks really cool. Instead of applying the same day, I will immediately pursue social networking with the 3 job families that Latterly already recommends: technical recruiter, hiring manager, and a fellow contributor. And I'm doing some added structure on that fellow contributor. I'm trying to find someone at the target company with the same title literal. So if I'm applying for a full stack, I'm not just looking for any contributor, I'm looking for a full stack. And I think there's even a couple extra things you can do here. You can ask for a down referral. So if I'm a senior or a staff and I'm asking a junior or mid-level to review my portfolio, that's like a down referral. I'm asking someone who's junior relative to me to give the referral. This would theoretically occur more often because my portfolio, my experience would look really impressive to them because I'm like levels higher than them. You can also do at level. And you can word your message to the person accordingly. I might say, hey, I'm pursuing a staff level role. You as a staff level engineer, I would really appreciate your perspective. Happy to send over my resume, my portfolio, set up a call, whatever you want, let me know. And to save time, we're doing this as the add note feature in LinkedIn. So when you connect, you add a note and include that message there. It should be concise. We're not waiting for them to connect and then sending them a message. At some smaller shops, there might not be multiple people with the same title, at level, below level. That's fine. I'll reach out to a CTO, a VP, a director, whatever if needed. It's just not the first place I'm looking. In addition to targeting the role name specifically, I'm also increasing my connection request for that IC. So I'll try to find a technical recruiter at the company, but I'll reach out to 3 ICs with that title if possible. And then I'll wait 3 business days. If I can have that conversation to gain a reference, if we're booking a call, I'll take whatever time is required. If they want to book a call next week or 2 weeks out, that's fine. So I'll extend the timeline if needed if I do get a response, but if I don't get a response, that's when the application goes in. If I don't have a referral by the time that I apply, I do fire out another wave of connection requests because I think that a post-application referral has a non-zero value. It's better than nothing. So I'll go ahead and fire out those connection requests. Firing out connection requests is relatively cheap. This highlights the value of another reason you want to continually grow your network broadly. LinkedIn will allow you to send a connection request directly to your second order connections. So you have your direct connections, then you have the connections of your connections. LinkedIn will have like a 2. And also when you go to a company and you click the people tab, you can filter by various filters. One of the filters will be the order of the connection, whether it's a first, a second, or a third plus. The third plus, often you are not even allowed by rules of LinkedIn to directly connect with them unless you have like advanced recruiter package purchased or whatever. So by growing your network broadly, you get more of these first and second connections and more people that you can direct message. That's the structure that I've been adding. Let me finish up by saying this won't be optimal for everyone. I think in my case, it's optimal. I think in cases like mine, it's optimal. So how do we generalize to cases like mine? This is laid off persons or persons that are seeking an urgent strategy. That is, maybe you're currently employed, but a job change could more than double your income. So you're treating the job search with urgency. Maybe you're on a PIP would be another example. Let's contrast this to a case where a 3-day allocation is insufficient. If your time is relatively cheap, or if you want to maximize your company targeting, then you're going to need to invest more time and effort into that social networking pre-phase. 3 days is not going to be enough. So then you can refer to the original advice, which is the multi-week strategy. Send your message, follow up a week later, follow up a week later. And you can do a 3-week upfront investment, which is probably going to have better returns to that specific job post. You can also contrast this with a super urgent strategy, even more urgent than mine, where you do apply on day 1 and you don't give a 3-day waiting period. So I am assigning that much value because I am trying to target a particular group of roles. It doesn't need to be a particular company, but I am looking at that FANG adjacent tier. If you are someone who is a junior, or maybe you haven't had your first job yet, and there truly is a broad range of jobs where even like 70, 80K would be a big win for you, even waiting the 3 days may not be necessary. Not only should you consider your personal time preference, risk preference, and targeting criteria, as I've kind of already discussed. In addition, I want to note that this new structured content that I'm adding here doesn't have a research backing. I haven't run like a study on this because it's like a new thing that I'm doing. So lots of disclaimers, but that's kind of my update for now. If you want to have a discussion one-on-one so that we can try and tailor this criteria to your situation, check out latterly.io and you can book a one-on-one consult. If you happen to be a researcher and you want to formalize this into a study, first of all, feel free, take it and run. You're not stepping on my toes. If you do want to loop me in, my DMs are open and I would be happy to contribute. I think there is real value that you would detect here. Thanks for watching. Follow for more.